guys? Today is going to be, I'm probably going to be distracted as shit in this one just because I'm still working on check-ins for Mina tonight. Let me adjust this microphone. And, hold on. What the fuck is going on? I don't know how to, okay, hold on. Maybe that's it right there. Hopefully you can still hear me all right. I just moved the mic in a new spot. It's pretty much in my lap right now. I just want to be able to see everything here, but probably going to be more distracted in this one because I'm like I said, I'm doing check-ins for Mina right now. It's gone on way too long, and I'm so over this shit, man. I'm so over it. It's just so, I don't know, man. I try to think about things like, okay, well, I can't hate it that much because this is literally what I'm signing up for. If I want to make, like, you, oh, by the way, this is a one-on-one call with Mina episode, so you'll hear that at the end. But he told me he's already made 30 grand this month. So if I want to be at that level of 30 grand in 2 weeks, then this is something that's going to be normal for me, what I'm doing right now, doing all these check-ins. And I don't think it's the check-ins themselves. Hold on, I'm going to pause because I really have to focus to get these done because I'm upset. Part of me wants to just record the podcast and get this partially done or done all the way so that when I'm done, all I have to do is role play and then go to bed. Because right now, if I went to bed right this second, I get 7.5 hours of sleep. But I'm not going to go to bed for probably another 2 hours because I got to finish these check-ins. I also got to record the show, upload it, then I got to do a role play. And that's it. It's also day 25 of Blade 1. So looks like we'll finish that up on, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wake up on Thursday morning next week having completed the fucking Blade 1, dude. Holy shit. I was also talking to somebody else, and they said that they're on Blade 3, day 21, and they failed, so they had to restart. And I'm not going to put this person on blast, but they did share that one of their, what do you call it? What the hell is it called, bro? The Purge, where you remove something from your life. They did say that beating his meat was no longer there. And I thought that was fucking cool because first thing I thought of was, dude, that's actually part of the idea of the whole program, to control yourself, to control your impulses, your urges, and all this shit, you know. And that comes with not watching porn, I would assume. I don't know what he does or doesn't do, but I would assume that he probably did both of those things together. Now, this is a fucking weird thing to talk about, but I just think I have like so much respect for this guy for doing that. It's fucking awesome. So good for him. So that made me feel good knowing that people are actually out there using the program intended for what it actually is, which is getting rid of these shitty fucking habits and very negative behaviors in their life. That's the whole reason why I wanted to create something of this caliber or like this for myself and then share it with others. So that's very fucking cool. I'm very glad to have, I'm glad he felt comfortable enough to tell me that. It's fucking crazy. When I read it, I was like, oh, fuck, you know, but that's cool, man. It's very cool. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in little intervals so I can kind of bounce back in between. So I'm going to pause, do this check-in, come back and talk. So 1 second. All right, we're back. What's up? I think it's funny because you, the listener, nothing happened. It was just a quick 2-second pause, if that, and here I am. So it's just whatever. But yeah, I just did another check-in. Here we are. So going back to what I was saying, you know, I can't be hating this if this is what I'm working for, you know, and I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just that it's just gone on much longer than I thought. It's much more tedious than I thought as well. And I think it's just the overall, the entire aspect that these aren't my clients. I don't really know them at all. I don't know their program. I don't know how the workouts are set up. I don't know their nutrition plans. And I think maybe that's where the frustration comes from because I get their check-in forms and there's a lot of wins and it's so fucking cool to see people kicking so much ass. But I'm no part of that. And so for me to say, hey, we're going to switch this up. We're going to add these carbs. We're going to remove these. workouts were going to increase, blah, blah, blah. It just feels weird. It almost feels like I shouldn't, you know, and I feel like I need to ask permission, and I do. And I feel like that's valid. I should ask permission, say, hey, Mina, we're going to raise his carbs. What do you think? And he'll say, yeah, cool. And I'll say, sweet. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's very tedious. And again, if these were my own clients, I'm sure that this would be a very different thing, because if he's made 30 grand this month. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? He made what I will make in the next 6 months in the last 2 weeks. That's cool. Right now, honestly, finances are a bit of a stressor for me. When I think about it, I'm like, oh, fuck, you know? But then I think, okay, well, I will make this happen. I will make this work. So finances won't be a problem. I just have to keep going, you know? And some days it's really hard mentally to breathe, I guess. Other days it's so easy and it's so cake and I get so much done, and it's like, where the fuck have these days been, you know? But one thing that I've noticed is when I'm put in these very frustrating and stressful situations, my state of mind changes drastically. And of course I'm stressed and I want to get out of the situation as quickly as possible as I record a show during this, you know, but it adds a lot of pressure to what I'm doing, and it makes me, I don't even know what the right word would be. It's very, let's see. Lexi said invigorating the other day, and I thought, I like that word. Making one feel strong, healthy, and full of energy. Well, I guess that applies, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Invocation. Is that what it was? Invocation. An action invoking something or someone for assistance or as an authority. The summoning of a deity or the supernatural. An incantation used to invoke a deity or supernatural invocation. The action of invoking something or someone for assistance or as an authority. I don't know if that's the right word either. What I'm trying to get at is I have such strong urges to work harder, regardless of anything, to make this happen. So I have a flash of relentlessness in the pursuit of work, I guess would be what I'm trying to say. But that's a mouthful, so I'm not going to say that. But yeah, because I fuck all this, and I don't want anything to do with this. And I'm so close to just texting Mina and saying, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, but I can't do this, bro. Not that I can't, fully can and capable, and I'm doing it, and I have done it for 3 months now or 2 months now, whatever it is. But I would like to not spend my time doing this." But I guess going back to what I was just barely saying, I would like it I'm very distracted because I'm trying to. So for context, what I'm doing is, okay. So I've got 3 monitors right now. Top left monitor. So it's in a triangle. My laptop's on the desk, obviously. And I have 2 monitors above it and to the sides, but it's a triangle. So there's no gap. Left monitor, 2/3 of the screen is Google Docs, where I'm writing the check-ins. I have a whole template I follow. Got some drop downs, a green, a red, and a blue. Red means I have not written the check-in. Green means I've written it. Blue means I've sent it. Then on the 1/3 of the screen, we have ChatGPT I'm using to help me to write everything, and then make it a presentable response. Then I send it. On my right monitor, all I have right now is voice memos, so that's cool. That's just popped up there. I've actually got the EverFit behind it, but I'm not using it, so whatever. Then on my laptop, we have the far left, or the left 1/3 of the screen. We have, and yes, it's 1/3, not half. Left third of the screen, we have the client accountability, or the client tracker log. So when they check in, I check a box, shows a percentage and how many clients checked in that day. And yeah, that's how it's going. And I made this, which is pretty cool. So everybody's using it. So that's some cool shit for sure. I mean, I made this whole entire spreadsheet and everybody likes it and they're all using it. And I think that's cool. If I were to do that anywhere else in my and where life is at for me right now, people would just laugh and say, what the fuck is this? Or you're a dork. And I think that's more of a reflection of the type of people that I am around, which is a bunch of fucking, I almost said faggots. So there you go. I think that Trump is I think that because he's back in office, I can say faggot again. Okay. Without getting canceled and harassed and shit. So, I'm not homophobic. I've got actually a few gay friends. Don't have a problem with them. I don't give a fuck. Just don't put it on me. So not the direction of this podcast I'm trying to go. But anyway, made the form. It's pretty cool. And then on the right hand side, the left 2/3 of the screen, I have the check-in forms of the responses. And I'll go in here and screenshot the wins. Then I'll open up the PDF version, read it over, plop that into ChatGPT, and have it formulate me a more like a template of a response. And I go in there and edit everything, and so it saves a little bit of time. And a lot of the things it says I got to change because I'm like, what the fuck, bro? But anyway, that's that. So I'm gonna go and do another check-in, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I've actually got 5 more check-ins to do, but Mina told me that these last 5, since they were past 12 p.m. today, that they can be done tomorrow. And totally forgot about that. So I think as far as that goes, creating the check-ins now, I think I'm done. So I'm going to do 5 more. I actually did one that was supposed to be done tonight. So I'll have 4 more to do tomorrow, which is cool. It should take me 45 minutes or so. But yeah, not bad. But one thing that just barely happened is he said that so I sent him all the check-ins that I'm about to send out, and he gave me pointers on 3 of them. He says, Nick, do this, Mary, do this, other Mary, do this. And he says, the rest are good. Let's just make sure we really have our clients feel seen, heard, and valued. A bit more feedback or questions for that to happen. And I said, got it. Which check-ins didn't meet that criteria? I can go back and fix them. He says, just those 3, but also Maggie sounded like she was struggling. Remember, any check-in that seems to have a client struggling, we want to ask clarifying questions to see if we can make changes. And everything that he said, 100% in agreement with. So I went back and looked at Maggie's check-in to see if I missed something. And I read it again, and I really didn't think anything of it. It just seems like a normal check-in. And she just, nothing out of the ordinary from all these other clients. Everybody, a lot of people are cutting. That means they're going to be low on energy. They're going to be hungry. That's normal. And that's exactly what was in this check-in. So I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, but he says, just those 3, but also Maggie, she sounded like she was struggling. And I think there's just a difference in perception, and that might be due to the fact that he has experience working with this specific person for weeks or months or even a year. And so he knows more about this person and what maybe that means when they say that X, Y, or Z, So not complaining, just an observation. And that's just further adding to the whole, this is just hard, it's difficult to formulate a response that is good enough to send off and then feel good about it, feeling like I did what I could for this person. Because this is a real human being on the other end of this. And I don't know, just weird. Not wrong or right, it's just weird for me. So anyway. So I'm going to edit those 3. So we got Nick, Mark, and Mary. It's not 2 Marys, it's Mark. So it actually went Mark, Mary, which, if you think about the spelling, there's just a K instead of a Y. So it's like Mary. But anyway. So I'm going to go back and fix those, and then I'm going to send them off, then I'll come back and I'll finish this episode. All right, and we're back. So I was about to send all these check-ins out, and then Mina said that we should hold off till tomorrow morning because he doesn't want clients thinking that he is going to answer them outside of business hours, which for him it's midnight. So yeah, so I'm going to wait till tomorrow. It's what he said per the president's orders here. So yeah. So what I need to do now is I need to do a role play, and then I need to finish this show. And that's the That's Blade Day. That's Blade 1. Holy fuck. That's Blade 1 and day 25 in the books. So I woke up one time and then I returned a couple shopping carts at Costco today when I went. So that was my rigor. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm very tired. That's for sure. I need to be better about eating on my days off, because when I have work during the week, I am much better because I wake up, I prep a whole lunch, I have my meal preps, everything like that, and then I eat at the scheduled times, with break and lunch and stuff like that, and then I have a protein shake. Seems like on my days off, and especially if I don't hit the gym, I just don't even think about eating at all, which is not good. It's not good at all. Definitely need to prioritize nutrition, right? It's just very hard for me to, it's very easy for me to just not even think about it. But anyway, so yeah, because the last week I have been sleeping kind of bad, I guess, but I've been coming home. It seems like around 2:00, I'm just dragging ass so hard. I'm very exhausted, and it makes hitting the gym as hard as I want to hit it, and for as long as I'm hitting it now, which is about an hour, 20 minutes, seems like, makes it very hard to do. And then when I get home, it's very hard to stay awake and focus on anything. So I honestly think I just have a lot of behavioral changes that I need to make and a lot of priorities that I need to reorganize. Because right now I've been doing a lot of deeper reflection, and because I had on the back of my whiteboard here things that I'm scared of, and it says, it's on the back, but I don't want to get up and it says going live on social. I did that. Role playing with people. I did that. Whatever the other one was, booking a sales call. I did that. Having a sales call. I did that. And then staying in the same place in the next 90 days. Now, I think that it's been 90 days. Let's see, February, January, December. I think it's almost been 90 days since I had my last sales call, my first sales call. And dare I say I'm in the exact same place, because I have not done a single role play with another human being. I have not gone live on social media. I have not tried to book a phone call. I have not, and no good. That's a recipe for disaster. It's a RuneScape reference right there. I'm sure they got it from somewhere else. I'm sure they got it from the actual origin of the saying, but that doesn't matter. But anyway, I don't know. The work just needs doing, and I'm not doing it. Because here's proof of that. So first of all, I just would like to point out the fact that I've got to get better at being more vulnerable and sharing things as they are, rather than trying to present them in a way. Because part of me, there's ego involved, because people, friends, family listen to the show, and I feel like I have to present myself in a certain way. But that's fucking stupid. That defeats the purpose of the show. So committing now from here on out, no more trying to look a certain way. I'm just going to explain exactly how I feel. So there you go. Commit right now. But this is how I know I have an ego problem, and I'm focusing on the wrong things. So I'm talking with Mina. We're texting back and forth. He told me that in so many words, told me, hey, go to bed. We'll do it tomorrow morning. I said, okay, cool. And I said, got it. All right. I'll pause then, and I'll send them all in the morning. Then I'll write the last 5 of them, and I'll send them to you, and then I'll send those out, and then I'll be done. And then he said, perfect plan. Thanks, dude. And in my head, I was like, yeah, dude, well, I got to get going on my stuff. Probably won't be going to bed till midnight. That was what I was about to type and respond. But first of all, I don't need to say that. That's stupid. We're going to bed. He doesn't need to know. That's just a flex, I guess. So I don't need to say that. And then second, I'm talking to a guy that just made 30 grand in the last 14 days about, I still have 2 hours worth of stuff left to do. And, I'm making $0, So what my focus has been on good things, but not the right things in order to get to this goal of mine. And definitely a punch in the face, to feel like I'm this hardworking man that's focused on all the right things and is a beast and has all this, and then to also realize that none of that is true. I might be focused on good things, but not the right things toward my goal. I might be a hard worker, but I'm not. I might be rowing the boat hard as fuck, but I'm rowing in the wrong direction. And even if I am rowing in the right direction, I'm in the wrong boat. And I think I just need to do the work regardless of anything and I just overthink everything. Another thing that I'm thinking of right now is I'm talking with Mina. It's on the live call. It's the end of this show. You can listen to it. It's recorded. And I said, because there was some client that checked in a few days early, and I'm gonna tell you, I'll explain why I'm bringing this up. But the client, I thought, checked in a couple of days early, and side note, I wrote a check-in for this person. Didn't even need to, so that fucking blows. But it is what it is. But they checked in early, and I said, oh, hey, so if a client checks in early like that, do we still wait until their check-in date to respond to them? And he says, oh, no, that's an error, dude. Don't worry about that. You're good. And I was like, oh, okay. But in the future, like if that did happen, like what would I do? And he says, I don't think it would because they don't have access to the form. And I said, oh, I'm sure they can just look ahead and go to the calendar, click on that, and then go to the form, submit that. Then I would see it. And then, and he says, that's never happened before. And I'm like, okay, well, just if it did, like, what would you do? And he says, honestly, dude, I really wouldn't worry about it because that's never happened. And I don't think you can, so it's pretty much what was said. I think maybe one less exchange, but whatever. And that's how my brain works 24/7. I'm always thinking like, oh, but what if this happens? What would I do then? And that was a perfect example, what I just shared, of how I was literally concerned with something that has never happened and more than likely never will. And that's a very micro example, but that is probably the case with 80% of the other areas of my life. I'm like, okay, here's another example. It's a perfect example, actually. So we've got I've got this check-in sheet, or not the check-in sheet. I've got this, I was talking to you guys about it the other day, or maybe it was yesterday. I said, fuck Notion, and I made my own Google Sheet. Now, this is perfect. It does exactly what I want it to do, and it's awesome. I just realized the shades of blue are different. I got to change that. See, there's another example. This shit does not matter at all. Yeah, I knew they were different shades. How the fuck did I even see that? Anyway, so I have this sheet here, and it's actually it's fucking sick. I'll say that. It's very cool. I'm very proud of how it turned out. Now I just got to use it. But I'm sitting here and I'm working on the sheet, and what it is just a task tracker, calculates the percentage of completion, the success rate of all the tasks from day one till the very end, which is endless, which would actually be, I think the amount of columns you can have in Google Sheets is, so it goes A, B, C all the way to Z. Then after it gets to Z, it goes A, then it goes A, B, A, C, A, D. Then it gets all the way to the B, so it goes B, A, B, 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 C, B, D. Then it goes all the way to triple Z. And I think that was something like 18,000 columns. And that's almost 60 years if you count each column as a day. And I was worried... I'm not even fucking kidding when I say this, but I was worried that the columns wouldn't go far enough for me to be able to track this for as long as I want. And then I found out it was that many. I was like, oh, perfect, that's fine. But what if I want to add another task? What would happen? How would I interject it? Because all the columns, all the tasks have to go on the far left. I can't just put one in the middle, disrupt the formula, and it would make the results, they wouldn't calculate right because there would be a text value inside a number formula, so that would fuck it up. It would say error or hashtag ref, but that's literally what goes through my mind, and it will never happen. I will never have to worry about running out of columns because that'll be almost 60 years from now. Google Sheets probably will be something not even what it is now, you know? And if I'm going to add in a task, I'm sure that I could just add it in below, hide the other things, you know, and then whatever. But I focused on that. I was trying to come up with some solution for like 20 minutes, you know? I haven't even used it yet. I don't have anything checked off in here yet. So these problems that I'm so concerned about, they just don't exist. And they probably never will. And part of me thinks that I just like solving these because it's a puzzle and it's so satisfying to get it done or figure out a solution or get an answer or figure out some kind of workaround or have some kind of proof that it will work or whatever. I think that is satisfying. For me, it's kind of like when I play chess and I take their queen or I take a pawn that's floating or whatever. And you get that little, fucking got it, pussy, you know? You get that feeling. And that's almost like the feeling that I get when I solve a problem in Google Sheets. And I just love this stuff so much. But anyway, the reason why I bring this up is because it's a perfect example of how I'm so over analytical about shit that is not a problem, first of all, and more than likely will never become a problem. So much so that I go against the very core of my beliefs and I don't just start. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just being 100% transparent. That feels like shit saying out loud, but maybe that's good. You know, the first fucking episode of this podcast is called Just Start. And then episode 2 is Just Start Part 2. First fucking show, you know, just start anything. Just start. You'll figure it out as you go. But anyway, I think that is a huge hindrance to me and my success and where I'm going in life. I just care too much about shit that doesn't matter for the sake of trying to make it all perfect before I even take the first step. It's like I'm trying to get the perfect sail and the perfect boat and the perfect compass and the perfect map. But I cannot ever prepare for the tides or the wind or the storm. I can never prepare. I can never plan for that because I don't know when they'll happen. I know they will happen. I don't know how long or how many times they'll happen, but they will. I can't plan for those things. I can't predict when those things will happen. I can plan for them, but it's going to happen regardless if I'm ready or if I'm not ready. So I may as well just go and I'll figure it out as I go. And I don't know, man. I don't know. But I will say this sheet that I made is fucking cool. And I really like looking at it because this is some cool shit. I'm very proud of this, actually. I'm very proud of this. This is very cool. If you pull it up on my phone here. Let's see. Because it's designed on my computer, but I will be using it on my phone probably more than anything else. Yeah, it works exactly as I want. I just tap it. It checks it off. Yeah, this is fucking sick. It shows all the stats at the bottom. If I can't see it, I can zoom in. Yeah. Very fucking cool. And the cool thing about this is even though maybe I can't see everything that I want on my phone because it is pretty scrunched down, the idea is that I open this up at least once a day. I come back and look at what I need to work on or what I did for the day and just analyze it because the stats aren't necessarily there to be viewed daily. They're there to be viewed, honestly, weekly or even monthly. So now I just need to make the different categories. And I'll tell you another thing, and this is kind of on topic but off as well. I got out of bed this morning so easily, and there was no real grogginess or there was no, fuck, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work and do my shit. I just want to go back to bed. There was none of that. I woke up, grabbed a drink, and went back onto Google Sheets here and started working on it again because it is so fucking fun for me and so exciting trying to solve these problems and make something that I just all of a sudden the sleepiness and the grogginess and the exhaustion just all went away. I woke up and said, fuck yeah, I get to work on this. And I haven't had that feeling in a while now. And I share that because I think that's a key moment there. That's a good observation to make on how I got the fuck out of bed and went directly to work. And I think that's because I was working on something that I was so excited about. And maybe just right now, with everything I'm doing, nothing excites me the way that this does. Sounds dumb, but it is what it is. And this always makes me think, am I just in the wrong industry? Am I trying so hard to make it work in one industry that I'm wasting this time and energy and effort that I could be allocating into a different area? You know, I've always had an interest with softwares and coding and stuff like that, but there's the barrier there that I have to learn how to code. I have to learn all that stuff. And you don't just do that in a week or a weekend. You don't just do that in a month or two. That's, all day dedicated effort. It's probably, 8 to 12 months away. And I'm not trying to buy into the whole sunken cost fallacy here, because sacrificing the next 12 months to go in a different direction would absolutely be the best way to go about the rest of my life. The next year for the next 70 years, it's a no-brainer. But the other part of me feels like I'm just not focused. I'm not doing the work that needs to be doing, and so therefore I'm not getting the results that I feel like I should be getting. And so I feel like what I'm doing right now isn't working. But the truth is, I'm not working. Ooh, fuck. That's a good one. I guarantee you that'll be in the quotes below. If you don't know, in the description below, there's top 4 quotes that are notable or valuable or philosophical, inspirational, whatever. And then there's 4 quotes that are, if you just take them out of pocket, out of context, they're so fucking silly. Guarantee you the faggot thing will be in there. But yeah, also it's a word, not homophobic. I don't hate gay people. Got a few gay friends. No problem with them whatsoever. It is a word. And it's okay to use words, because the same people who created the words, who gave it the meaning, can revoke the meaning at any point in time. We, the people, give words meaning. If I say hojable fleebs, that has no meaning, and people probably laughed that I fucking said that, because what the fuck does that even mean? That's exactly how every single word in the entire goddamn language started, dude. It's just a fucking word. It made a sound. That's it. And then we gave it meaning. And now people choose to take offense or to laugh or to defend or whatever based on the meaning that we give a bundle of letters with the sounds that we make from our vocal cords and how we manipulate those sounds to come out of our mouth with our tongue, with our lips, with our teeth. It's so funny when you break shit down like that. But anyway. So, yeah. That's it. I'm going to go do a role play so I can go my ass to bed. And then we will be back tomorrow. And we'll go from there. So right now, you're going to hear the one-on-one call with Mina. And then that will be the episode. So talk to you guys later. Peace out.
I rarely ever look at that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I haven't really been into the bodybuilding scene for a while.
I'm sure he is. He won one year, so I'm sure he's still up there.
Yeah. You got 19. Okay, that's pretty good. Because Stephanie Sabando, by the way, I told you guys I switched you guys. So I think Johnny already took care of her, so you should be okay.
Sabando.
Stephanie, literally the first fucking check-in that you had on the form. She came
you're looking at the actual check-ins?
Yeah. Here.
I only have 19 today?
Yeah. It's a really light week. But the whole point behind this is, like, I want you guys to be logging shit. So then that way, we can see who's fucking off,
Yeah.
I took a look at all of these when they came in. Most of these are pretty fucking solid.
Okay, cool.
Nick Gentile.
Oh, man, I thought it was Gentile.
I think it's I don't know.
Wait.
I'm a fucking mess. All right. So, Nick Gentile, or Gentile, or however the fuck you want to say it. I kind of want to change his diet.
Okay.
So, I talked to him earlier this week. and I want to make it. Wait, we did make it 5 meals. What the fuck? Did we already add it 5 meals? Sorry, man. As you can tell, I'm literally fresh off a sales call. That was an hour, and at the end, like, she's just.
How did that go?
It's not that. It's like she wants to join. It's just a lot of my clients are coming from Canada, and they're just getting shafted from the conversion rate.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad.
How much is the conversion rate from there?
It's like 40% more now.
No way.
Yeah, like a $350 a month, if she broke it down, becomes $500.
Do you ever adjust for that, or do you just?
I don't give a fuck. Sorry, but like I get paid. I get paid in USD. You know. So
if you were at my level, would you adjust for them?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, just curious. Okay.
Yeah, I would as a favor, but you'd have to bring him down a yes ladder. Do you know what a yes ladder is in sales?
A yes ladder?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Very good tactic. I use it every time. But for this one, you would just be like you have to make them agree to say yes to a couple things. So like it's almost like you're doing them a favor. Like it's like an agreement. So you're not just gonna say yeah, sure, I'll give you a discount. You're saying, okay, look. Like you pause on purpose. Then you say, okay, look. Are you going to be one of my top clients? Am I never going to have to just chase after you with check-ins? Are you going to be on top of things, on top of communication, and like do your very best? Yes. Okay. And once we lose the 20 pounds that you want to lose, are you going to give me an awesome testimonial about how happy you are and how much progress you saw and how this is the best program in the world? Yes. Okay, cool. I will adjust the conversion rate for you only because I really want to work with you and I know this is a program for you. And we'll get started from today. Cool? Cool. Sales. It's how you close, but I wasn't going to do that. But I wasn't going to do that for her. No, we didn't change this shit. Okay, so how about this? For Nick, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because like there's a backstory behind this that I want you to be aware. Nick's trying to put on weight. He's actually about to start his cycle. So I want him to like be in more food. So just ask him, be like, so Nick, like seeing everything, I see the weight trend is coming down. I was thinking about adding in another meal, like we talked about. Cool with that? And then he'll say, yeah, let's fucking do it. And then that's when you just say, okay, I'll get that working for you. And you put that in the update sheet here. Okay. And assign it to anyone. It's really going to take you 2 seconds. Whoever does it, 2 seconds. Okay.
Okay. And that's Johnny that does nutrition.
Yeah, you can do Johnny or David.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Andrew's training only, right?
Dave is trained now, yeah. Everyone else's was solid here.
Wait, so even though that Stephanie checked in 2 days earlier, I mean...
She's assigned on Thursdays.
Okay. Do you still have it set up so that they...
I moved her to Johnny's log.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's not... Technically, that's not mine then? Is that what you're saying?
No, she's not. She shouldn't be assigned your log anymore. She was assigned before, but then we realized she was Thursdays.
Okay.
So from here, it should be the fire. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that I guess goes, my question's answered. Then I was going to say, even if, so I guess that is a good question. If somebody checks in early, do we still do that 24 hours thing?
They won't be able to check in early.
Did they not have they can't see the link ahead of time or anything like that? No?
No, the form, the task is assigned to them on that day, remember?
Yeah, but can you go into the calendar on a client view and like go ahead a couple days to see what's coming?
Maybe, but no one's ever done that.
Huh. I'm just curious. Well, let's just so I understand. If somebody does do that, do we have to respond within the 24 hours? Or because they checked in early, it's... Do you know what I'm asking?
Yeah, I get what you're asking, but I that honestly hasn't happened at all. Like, ever.
Huh. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I won't worry about it then. That's cool.
Cool. Monthly individual phone call. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I think everything else is solid. Oh, Lucinda, this is her last check-in. Her and her husband are leaving. Her husband, like, she's been killing it, but her husband isn't happy because he just doesn't do shit. So you'll see here. So just like send a thank you. Like, honestly, I'm so happy, especially with you and your physique, whatever. Like, I love the kind words and everything like that. And if you ever need anything, let me know. That's it. And then I'll end her.
Okay. You'll end her.
I'll end her.
What does that mean?
No comment. I really though, Bryson, like, I want you to start pushing changes, like, wherever we can. Like, I want to get more aggressive. I want clients to see more results. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you guys this morning. Like, obviously, just check when the last time they were changed or anything like that. Like, this guy's super happy. He signed up for 6 months, and she signed up after him. He's down like 70 pounds. Shoot. Before working with me for a little bit, but like still, he sent me a long fucking message yesterday, and kept like showing me before and afters, and like I'm actually gonna be able to post him. Like, just so you have clarification, like, this was before and after for pictures, and then it's a 70-pound difference.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty awesome. And he like wrote this long thing so I can put it as a testimonial. He said, I may have signed up for 6 months, but consider me a lifetime member. And he said that multiple times, actually. He was like, he's like, dude, like, I'm only 2 months in my 6 months, but I wanna sign up longer. So I'm gonna definitely extend him 100%. But
that's cool.
Like,
that's way
he's
cool.
Happy. Yeah. So he's happy. So like, for sure, like, this is a very positive one here. She's new, but she seems like she's having a lot of wins, which is awesome. One thing I was going to say with her is, like, why don't you tell her, like, we want consistency with the exercises first, right? Because week by week, like, definitely take a look at my the replay of the Zoom call this week, because I talked about one of the mistakes being inconsistent. But of course, we'll be able to change up your training as soon as the time comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just explain to her, like be a coach, you know, like, explain to her and be like, you know, like, if we change your exercise every week or so, like, how can we progress? Like, how can you improve? You know, if I'm not giving you the chance to improve week by week, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, that's it. Other than that, I think everything else is going to be pretty straightforward, my dude. You only got 19 today compared to your, like, 30. So I'm going to give you, like, 2 more to do, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that's more than enough, and I think we should be okay. And like you did last week, if you end up finishing up with extra time tonight and you want to go do your own thing, that's fine. Because I know some people logged in or checked in late, past 12 p.m. Honestly, it would just be these 3. Mark, by the way, make a change. Just letting you know. Mark should drop, make a change. These 3 are after 12. So just, if you want, just log in tomorrow for 10 minutes, send it to them, and just count it as an hour. That's fine. All right?
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, well, like, I don't want to, dude, honestly, like, I'm not going to fucking assign you busy work, you know, like.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm hitting the hours, though. Like, last week I hit almost 8, so.
Then you made it up last week. You're good. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
I'm a very fair person, as you know. Like, I'm not going to just find something for you to do. Like, that, we're not in the corporate world, you know? Like, I'm not going to milk my money's worth from you. If you got your job done, you did what you need to do, and you're on top of things, then fuck it, you're good. Right?
Okay, cool.
The only other extra ones that I'll give you, just from the normal check-in form, which is mine, would be Miriam here. Although I think she's going to check in again. Do I still have 2 check-ins for her? The fuck? She only has 1 moving forward. I took that away. Huh.
Might have expired.
Let's see if she notices. Not going to say anything. So just take Miriam and Jenny.
Okay, Miriam and Jenny.
That's it. Cameron, Michelle, and Carrie I'm going to do right now. Cameron is like 3 weeks out from her pageant. And she's like super happy.
How tall is this chick?
I don't know.
Because to be 118, that's so tiny.
Yeah. But she sent me a message. By the way, like if she wins this pageant, do you understand the fuckery that's gonna happen with me as a coach?
Do you think she's gonna give you like the little speech or whatever?
No, not a
couldn't have done it without my coach.
It's not about a speech. Is that she told me, she's like, these girls are like, they find who works and what works, and they like attack. So she was literally like if I win, and she told me that she has a pageant coach, which I don't know what the fuck a pageant coach is.
Yeah.
She basically said like she's a sponsor there. She's like, I think you're gonna win, because like I'm getting her to a point where she doesn't have to be like so lean. She just has to be like slim enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's where she's at. She's like, this is perfect. She's already further along, and she's what's it called? Like literally 3 weeks from today. So I might just change her diet to be like a carb cycling thing.
Yeah.
And then coast her in, you know, give her a couple shots of vodka before the night before, dry her out. So,
yeah. That's funny because that's real. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I do for my prep clients. Like,
yeah.
100%. But yeah, so just Jenny and Miriam from my list, and you're good to go. All right.
Okay.
If you can actually start with Miriam's, that would be great, because she's from 2 days ago. And honestly speaking, I haven't replied to her yet. So if you can start with her, get hers done, and then move on,
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, will do.
Awesome. That's pretty much it. Did you have anything else for me?
I don't think so. I think we're good. Just
good.
Yeah.
The system's working okay with your schedule and everything?
Yeah, it's a lot better. Well, today was a day off for me, so it's pretty cool. So I got a lot of my own stuff done. I got grocery shopping done. Got some meal prep done. I was started. It's not finished yet, which sucks. But I always underestimate how long it takes to, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, a couple hours to cook, and then I'm like 4 hours deep, you know? So.
Yeah. You gotta multitask, bro.
I know.
I get work done while I'm like cooking.
You bring your laptop into the kitchen and you start doing stuff?
Yeah, obviously. Or my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a whole shit ton of voice notes while I just find something to do. I always fill the gaps.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's it. We're good. I forgot to tell you guys. I think I told most people we're signing on another shadow coach. Obviously, like, to be completely honest with you, it wasn't the plan. But obviously, with everything that went on with like your hours and stuff, like I need the extra help right now.
Yeah.
So this is like really cool, because he was a former client of mine for 3 years.
Cool.
And like I posted a transformation all the time. He's incredible. I one time mentioned to him, like, he's asked me multiple times to work for me. And I mentioned him one time, like, yeah, but I just really want someone that's certified. So he went and got his certifications in personal training, nutrition, and bodybuilding, the ISSA. And then he hits me up. He's like, yo, like, are you still looking for someone? I'd love to, whatever. Got on a call with him. He's fucking motivated. Let's do it. I'm like, all right. So I'm going to hire him as a shadow coach too. One thing, actually, because this is more of just like me talking to you than like really for your input, because like I told you, I really value your fucking input, is I started working on something, and I wanted to see what you thought of it and if it would help. So I thought to myself, I'm like, yo, like, I need to really figure out like a client journey, like a customer journey, you know, like from their inquiry to their sales process to everything, you know? Mm-hmm. And then from there, I think what would help with responsibility flow is like having like an onboarding team, a coaching team, you know, and like, yeah, there can be overlap, like people can be on both sides of the house, but just kind of like client success managers in every aspect, right?
Yeah.
Which would just be the shadow coach world. So I started working on this. It's not finalized by any means, because, you know, like I still haven't even fixed the text here. So basically what I was thinking is like there's phases, right, between like when a client signs to like when they either completion or renewal. But they're also in tandem with these phases, there's teams, right? So there's like a sales team that I have, like a VA, and I'm going to hire a closer, like things like that. I'm actually going to hire another VA too. So there's that. And then obviously the onboarding, like people who are programming, people who should be on top of like if they're doing their tasks, if they're not, like what are they saying, you know? Mm-hmm. Then it gets handed off to like someone who logs their start date and stuff, which might be able to be automated based on my conversation with the AR funnel. and then the active coaching phase, which is when clients are check-ins and follow-ups and stuff, and when they request things. So this is how it looks like right now, right?
Okay.
Like, does this make sense to you? Not text-wise, because I haven't edited everything.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clean because you have what the client is looking at essentially, and then what the team's looking at, and each phase. I think it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'm thinking like the onboarding team, in essence, like take care of any new client, all their questions, everything. But then once they are like the onboarding team, what I would want is basically people who are on the onboarding team take care of like the adjustments, the programming and stuff. And then from there, that's when it gets passed off to like you or Johnny or David or whatever, because that's when like, okay, I just added this client to your check-in roster. Like, you have his check-ins now, you know? Or he's on your roster, like, answer his questions. Well, it doesn't really matter because we do shift work, but besides the point. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So this makes sense to you, basically.
Yeah, I think that's cool, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I have, like, these things, but later on. All right. Cool. I think this will, like, flow very nicely when it's done.
Seems like everything's booming for you. That's so cool.
Janelle, I posted, like, they were asking, like, yo, how's your month going so far? So I posted last night that I'm at 30K for the month so far.
You're 30K for this month already?
Yeah, less than 2 weeks in.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's insane.
That's crazy.
I know, bro. I told you, man.
So is this going to be... Wait, what's your highest month so far? You said like 55?
50.
So you're about to hit 60 then?
50 and $200, something like that. It was like barely.
Barely. So are you about to hit 60 then?
See. We'll fucking see.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah. So Janelle, I was like, they asked, we have a boom challenge going on. I don't know if they do the same thing for you guys. So like, they're like, yo guys, post your booms for the week, whatever. So I posted. I was like saying like, I'm hiring a closer. I'm going to hire my 5th shadow coach. And I'm at 30K for the month so far. It was actually like 28. And then like, as I was typing, a girl said she's going to pay 2K. I was like, all right, 30.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's insane, bro. So that what I'm saying is like, things are fucking booming. I just need to like really make things clean. You know, like if I can start to really make the flow perfect, everyone has their own responsibilities. So like you're not confused and like you're not telling me like, what the fuck did you mean by these red lines, you know?
Yeah.
And like we have the logs all set up and we have a flow of like a system of like, okay, this shadow coach will log every start date to this log and then assign it to Bryson or Johnny, and it'll just be like a cycle kind of thing. It's endless.
Okay. Hey, going off of that real quick. Speaking about being clean, making sure that things make sense. Honestly, just 100% transparency. There's a few times where you'll send me a voice note and I'm confusing stuff. I'm honestly really confused. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? So I have to play it again. So, but what you did today, I think it was today, you send the voice note and then you said, and then you said, okay, so to recap, this is, and then you said what you said. And I was like, oh, okay, those are the bullet points essentially in my mind that I could.
So you want me to like summarize my long voice note at the end with like, okay, so do this, do this, do this.
That does help, yeah. I mean, you could, yeah.
All right, cool. I'll do it, 100%. I can also, if you really want me to, I can just nix the voice notes. And if you're more of like a bullet point person, I will just talk to ChatGPT and say, put these into actionable items and just copy it to you. I don't mind that.
If you don't mind that, then sure, yeah. Because I like that stuff, 100%.
I know sometimes my mind can go everywhere, but yeah, done. If that helps me serve you better in your role, I will do that, 100%.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks, dude.
Thank you for your transparency.
I mean, it's not crazy, but I mean, it's just like, wait, what? So I'll listen to it again.
I actually took that to heart. Once I hang up, I'm gonna like fucking burst into tears and cry.
You're gonna end Lucinda and end yourself,
and then end myself too.
Yeah, I'm ending it.
No, man.
Okay,
cool. Anything else on the top of your mind while we're here?
I don't think so. I'm sure that it seems like every time we end the call, I have more questions, and I'm like, shit. But yeah, right now, no.
Okay. You're good. I think we should be okay, and those check-ins will be done by tonight. And then the ones that are late, you're just gonna log in tomorrow and send them.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do them all tonight though, and then tomorrow though I can just log in and send them. Yeah.
And really look for where you can make changes. Okay.
Okay.
Like really look for that. Log it into the check-in log too. Like if the 19 people you have, make sure that they're logged so we know that they checked in. And then we go from there. Okay. Because I want to see who missed their check-ins this weekend. Because that's gonna have another shadow coach reach out and say, "Hey, you missed your fucking check-in. Where are you?"
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Sounds good. You're talking about logging it all in that big log that I made, right, with all the weeks. So we're gonna use that now, right?
Yeah. Like just like tallying that they did it. That's it.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, my man. I will talk to you soon.
Okay. See you later, bro. Oh.
What the fuck?
What's going on here?
Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna Venmo you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. It's what you deserve. Cool. Sent. And what confused me was the fact that someone booked a consultation with me. How the fuck did they get my link? What the fuck?
I don't know.
All right, I guess I got another sales call. Fuck. Oh, this was my VA earlier today. Okay. All right. Well, talk to you soon, dude.
All right, I'll see you later, dude.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That's it for today. If you got some sort of value or you were entertained, please consider leaving a rating on the platform that you're listening on. It helps a ton. If you are looking for a more polished version of this show, you can check out the Allegiant Excellence podcast, where I go deep into mindset, discipline, fitness, and personal development as a man. And don't forget to check out the links below and read the description. There are sometimes things written there that didn't quite make it on the episode. So thank you so much for your ongoing support and a guy that has massive ambition but nothing to show for it quite yet. And as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen and support. I'll see you tomorrow.